Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Does your teen tend to make the holidays less than jolly? If your teen refuses to smile for family photographs or sits on their phone when visiting with grandparents, we've got advice for you today. We welcome back to the show Teen Life Coach Barb Steinberg is back with us. Barb, good to have you back.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so we're talking about the teens and the holiday season, and they just like to be poopers sometimes when it comes to big events, don't they?
It can be. I think it's because often these big events, we're sort of dragging them to events for us, and it's not necessarily what they would choose.
So is that something that we need to think about, is they don't always have to go to the holiday parties?
I think so, for sure, especially since we're talking about teenagers and they are getting closer and closer to being grown-ups. We want to give them opportunities to practice being grown up and to kind of have a mutually respectful relationship. So we can ask them and say, like, hey, there's this party on Friday night. These are my friends that are having it. How would you feel about going? How would you feel about not going? Get their opinion. Bring them into the conversation.
What about when it comes to family photographs, since I mentioned that one? And I can kind of think, and there's always the one that doesn't want to smile, always wants to be a pill, always groan, right? What do you do about that situation?
Yeah, so again, we want to do our best to be understanding, right? Because we're asking them to do something that they probably don't want to do. And we know how we feel when someone asks us to do something we don't want to do. So let's introduce the idea of negotiation. So like, hey, these photographs are really important to your Aunt Susie. Do you think that you could bring your best smile and then I'll do X for you? Could we negotiate? You give a little, I'll give a little.
I like that. You know, I always hold it against my kids. Like, this is going to be the Christmas card, but you can't get away with that on Christmas. So you do have to have a little bit of negotiation. But what's the difference between negotiating and bribing?
Well, I don't know. Maybe not so much. and is that bad? Like, it is the way of the world, right? We go to work and I'm going to work really hard and you're going to give me a paycheck. So we're negotiating. Could you do this for me and I'll do this for you? Thank you for cooperating.
No, that's so true. You know, that brings in the whole issues of screens, right? And I know it's easy to make those rules, not at the dinner table, not, but with family gatherings. Is it something where you just wipe them away immediately? Like, phones are not to be involved in this family gathering?
Yeah, so I guess it depends on the family gathering. Are we talking about like a 1 hour dinner or are we talking about a week at grandma's house? So we want to be, reasonable about it. We do live in a tech age, and the teenagers that I know they go nowhere without a phone in their hand. So we want to talk about expectations on the front end. So while we're sitting at the table and all the relatives around, can we leave the phones outside of that area? Or if we happen to go on a family hike together, could we not have phones in that area? So negotiating, like, where can I have my phone and it's okay? And where is it not okay? Because we want to be reasonable to set them up for success and for happiness.
Yeah, speaking of that, setting them up for success, what can we do to bring more joy into their holiday season?
I love the idea, again, of bringing them into that conversation. So let's say we're going to go to grandma and grandpa's house for 4 days. I would have a conversation on the front end, sharing with them about what it might be like and some of the things that might be going on or some of the personalities, what they might encounter, to just kind of, again, set them up for success about what to expect, but then asking them, what would be fun for you? What would be enjoyable for you? I like the idea of kind of looking at sort of a pie chart and talking with our teens, like for those 4 days that we're on Christmas vacation with family, what part is family time? How much is family time? How much is alone time? How much is friend or tech time? How much is productive time? And kind of giving some percentages to that, like in a pie chart, so that they see that you're trying to be reasonable to give them what they want as well. So you'll hopefully get a little less of a surly teenager.
Yeah, that's a really good tip. I like that. You know, then there's a lot of when you have age differences. And a lot of things of the holidays fall to the youngers, you know, whether it's movies or events, whatever, the little kids' table, you name it. How can you get the teens to kind of be involved, to embrace, maybe being young again, even?
Yeah, I love that, because honestly, they still are kids and they are practicing being adults, but they teeter and they go back and forth. So asking them, like, what do you like about the holidays? Is it decorating the tree? Is it making the cookies? Is it cooking a turkey? Is it dressing up the cat? what is it? What do you enjoy? And like getting them involved in that and not forcing them to do something that you're like, no, this is the family tradition. You have to make these cookies with me. And they're like, I hate baking. I don't even eat cookies. So really work with them.
What do you do when your kids break the rules? When your daughter breaks the rules?
During the holidays?
Just in general, yeah. Like, let's say none of this works out and they're still going to be surly and they're still not going to listen. What do you do?
Yeah. So that's where we've got to show up with authenticity, and we need to be kind of transparent and say, like, listen, this is my holiday as well. And I got to let you know, it kind of hurt my feelings. It upset me when you showed up with this kind of an attitude, or you spoke to your grandmother in this way, or you refused to smile for the pictures. It hurt my feelings. You're better than that. You can do better than that. You're an important part of this family. We love you, and we want you to show up like you love us too.
Such great advice today, Barb. And if you do dress up your cat during the holidays, I want to see a picture next time. Thank you.
Totally. Thank you.
You guys are going to have more information about Barb on our website at katu.com. Stay right there. Afternoon Live will be right back.